Hello everyone. Sorry for not posting videos. It's just that I just went to Orlando for a week and then I broke one of my fingers, so that's what happened. So, yeah. This is not gonna be, let's make it a what if. The what if for today is, what if Naruto had no emotion? So, yeah. What if Naruto had no emotion? Part 1 starts now. So, we cut through the streets. Naruto running away from the villagers. He runs into a dark alley. He keeps running until he runs into a wall. He sees that he's cornered. And then the villagers, 2 civilians and 3 chunin, start beating him down. The chunin are like, "Cry, you little demon brat, cry. Why aren't you screaming?" And Naruto's just there like, what is that? Next day, Naruto wakes up in the hospital with the Hokage next to him. The Hokage tells him that some villagers beat you in the back alley. I'm sorry for not being there for you, Naruto. And Naruto says, "It's okay, Gigi." So we skip 2 hours. Naruto comes back out into the streets. He runs straight into his house. And Naruto's thinking, what does cry mean? What does that mean? So we skip 2.5 years where he is, say, 13. Or not, let's skip until he is 10 where he can join the academy. Everything goes the same. Naruto, it's a dead last. Team 7, Sasuke Uchiha, Sakura Hamno, the Pink Uselessness Banshee, and Naruto Uzumaki. So they all, after that, Naruto's just chilling, vibing, crabbing. Now Sakura has a crush on Sasuke, but she's starting to like Naruto because he's pretty cool. But he's still a dead last. Well, he got what? I'm sorry. I'm just getting off track. I'm getting this off of fanfic, but also I'm not getting it off of fanfic. I'm like putting my own stuff in there. So let's make it where he was second to Sasuke. You guys decide in the comments. And I'm sorry if the comments are always disabled. I've been trying to get the comments to be enabled for the past, I don't know, like fucking year. For the past couple weeks, and they're not working out for me. So yeah. Am I recording? Oh yeah, I am recording. So after that, they all meet on the roof. And then, Naruto says, bored. And Sakura says, "Shut up, Naruto. Trying to be cool like Sasuke." And Sasuke's like, So then Kakashi walks in, and nobody puts the trap down. And Kakashi says, "My first impression is the pink one annoying, the Uchiha arrogant, and oh, hello Naruto." Like he's acting like he didn't know Naruto was on his team because of Naruto was in the Anbu flashback. Naruto hears a knock on his door and he sees Danzo there. He's like, "Sup, Danzo?" And Danzo's like, "I will make you an offer, boy. You join the Anbu, and we will give you a better life as an Anbu Black Ops." And Naruto's like, sure. So after that, Naruto joins Yambu, does a couple missions, until he goes on an S-rank mission with Kakashi, Itachi. Yeah, the Uchiha massacre happened, but this is before it happened. And Naruto was only 7 at the time. And Yamato. And then a couple Ambu that I forgot the name of, because nobody really put their name out there. And they passed a mission was to get a scroll to the rock ninjas. But first he had to do a test. All the Yambu shot fireballs at him, and Naruto just dodged, sidestepped them back to the real world. So they're on the roof, and Naruto's like, my likes, I don't really got any likes. My dislikes, nothing. And my goal, again, nothing. And then Kakashi's like, same as ever. Okay, you, pink one. And Sakura's like, my name is not the pink one, it's Sakura Haruno. Remember it. And then Kakashi's like, shut up, you banshee. In his head. And then Sakura says her likes and dislikes. Her likes looks at Sasuke, her dislikes looks at Naruto, and her goal looks at Sasuke. And we move on to Sasuke. My likes, I don't have any likes. I dislike a lot of things. And my goal, or my reality, is to kill a certain someone. And then Kakashi's like, so we got an Avenger. Great. So Kakashi's like, meet me at the training ground 7 tomorrow. Don't eat or you'll puke. And he body flickers away. Him and Naruto body flicker away. And Sasuke's like, that dope. You better teach me that jutsu. And then Sakura like, yeah, you better teach my Sasuke-kun that jutsu. So we skip to the next day. Training ground 1198. Training ground 7. And Kakashi shows up late again. And Sakura's like, come on, can't you be a little bit early? And then I can't do that on here. And then Kakashi says, no, I was lost on the path of life. And Sakura like, Kakashi. And Kakashi explained them to rules. I have 2 bells, and 2 bells for each one of you. And the one who doesn't get the bell goes back to the academy. And then Sakura and Sasuke are surprised, but Naruto's just there like, not surprised at all. I'm gonna be trying to turn on the comments for this video. So after that, the aftermath, my friend. God damn, I'm tired. Sakura and Sasuke go into the bushes after Kakashi says start, and then Naruto's like, wanna do a one-on-one, Kakashi? And then Kakashi's like, sure. He puts away his book and they start fighting. Kakashi has to use 5% of his taijutsu against Naruto. Him and Naruto start going at it until Kakashi gets the upper hand, and sends Naruto to the ground. But that was his shadow clone. Kakashi gets kicked in the back by Naruto, and he punches Naruto. It does a substitution, and Naruto does fire style, fireball jutsu. Kakashi dodges it. Then Naruto does wind style, wind bullet. Kakashi does earth style, mud wall, and then he gets punched in the face by Naruto's clone. Boom. And Sasuke thinks this is his chance to get Kakashi's bells. So he throws a kunai at Kakashi. Kakashi catches it, throws it at Sakura. But he misses Sakura. And Sakura's like, oh, he knows where I am. And then Sasuke and Naruto. Naruto does 5 shadow clones, and then he does then he does wood style. Oh no, fuck. And he does one of his clones does wind style, wind slice. The other two do wind style, wind bullet, and then Naruto does fire style, majestic destroyer flame. It's a powered up majestic destroyer flame, and Kakashi gets hit by it. Kakashi's on the floor, but he gets back up, and he says, "Oh, I see you have improved, Naruto." Naruto's like, "Yeah," and Sasuke's like, "That Dobby, you better teach me that jutsu, Naruto." Naruto's like, "Why? No, just learn it yourself." And Sasuke's like, "I'm an elite. You have to teach me that, or I'll take this to the council." And Naruto's like, "Go ahead, I don't care." And Sakura's like, "Naruto, teach it to Sasuke right now." Naruto's like, "Shut up, bitch." I'm just kidding. He didn't say bitch. He said, "Shut up, Sakura." Naruto keeps going to taijutsu battle, but he gets his ass whooped against Kakashi. And Sasuke gets back up because he got hit by a fireball jutsu by Kakashi. And then Naruto says to Sakura, "Why don't we work together? And you too, Sasuke." Sasuke's like, "I don't want to work together with you, Dobby." And Sakura's like, sure? And then Sakura throws 2 kunai at Kakashi. Then Naruto does a wind style, wind pressure, which pushes the kunai to make it faster. Kakashi dodges one of them, but the other one hits Kakashi's vest, which doesn't do anything. But Kakashi's like, "I'm proud of you guys. You two pass." Well, no, he didn't do that. "I'm proud of you guys, but you all fail." And then Sasuke gets tied up in the pole. And, Sasuke, you fail. Well, you all fail. Sasuke gets tied up in the pole, and like, "Naruto, I see you have improved skill, but you didn't get the bells." And Naruto's like, "Huh? But I did get the bells. They're right here. Yeah, take this one, Sasuke, take this one." Sakura's like, "Why are you giving us the bells?" And then Naruto's like, "Cause I got no place in the ninja world, and I could just go back to the Yambu if I wanted to." And Sasuke and Sakura are surprised that he was in the Yambu, and Kakashi's surprised that he got the bells. And then he says, "Oh, you all pass." And Sasuke and Sakura are surprised because I thought you failed. And then he explained that it was all about teamwork. I want to say you fucking retards, but no, I can't do that. Yeah, it was all about teamwork. So, yeah. Sasuke's like, and he gets untied, and Kakashi just body flickers away. And then Sasuke is smugly asking Naruto, "Hey Dobby, teach me that majestic something flame jutsu. Powered up." And Naruto's like, "Why? Can't your Sharingan help you with it? You can't you do it yourself? You can't even do a bigger fireball than me." And Sasuke's like, I'm an elite Uchiha. Only an Uchiha can be an Uchiha. But in his brain, nobody except Kakashi and some Jonins like Asuma, Kurenai, and like the rookie five like Might Guy and the Hokage knows that Naruto is. Let's just make him OP. He knows that he's a part of these clans, so I'm just gonna reveal it to you. He does a genjutsu on his eyes. He has the EMS, the Byakugan that's better than Neji's and Himanabi's combined. And he has the Senju blood, Uzumaki blood. How fucking OP was that? Oh no, and in his brain, in his mindscape, he never saw Kurama in there. Because Kurama was asleep back in his cage. So, Kurama did a clone, and the clone ended up being Hashirama in Naruto's mindscape. And then Hashirama was like, oh, how am I still alive? And Kurama says, you're not alive. Just when this kid gets in here, I'm gonna be asleep, so teach him. So he was taught by Hashirama too. And Hashirama did a clone of Madara. So should I just make this what if Naruto was OP? Nah, what if Naruto had no emotion? So he was taught like Madara, Hashirama. And also, he can see pressure points without the Byakugan, and he can see chakra points with the Byakugan. So he can do 8 trigrams, 364 pumps. So, what the fuck? Why the hell did I do that? Oh my god. Oh no, I don't want Spotify. Okay. So after that, Naruto's like, oh, and this the name of the genjutsu you have on your eyes, Doby. And Naruto's like, no, are you gonna make me? And Sasuke's like, yeah, I am. Sasuke tries to punch Naruto, and Naruto does a Rasengan, a weak Rasengan, because he doesn't want to kill Sasuke. A weak Rasengan to Sasuke's back, and then he places a seal, a Harashin seal, right there. And then he does Thunder God Flash Step, right next to Sasuke. He punches him in his face, and he teleports behind Sasuke, and does a Rasengan again to his back. Sasuke is right in the air. Naruto does 1,000 clones and says Uzumaki Mirage. He kicks him so many times. He punches him so many times in the back, and then the real Naruto does a chakra punch to Sasuke's stomach. And at that point, Sasuke was already passed out. And then Sakura's like, my Sasuke-kun, Naruto, how dare you do that to my? And Naruto looks at Sakura like in giving away some chi, aka killing intent. And then Sasuke was still like, I will take this to the council. Then drops him to the floor like that. I'm sorry for all the background noise. It's just that my mic is fucking terrible. And hold up, let me go fix something. There you go. The background noise is better now than ha 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 ha. So yeah, after that, how long is this video? One day has passed, and they went, and then Naruto, he gets a knock on his door, and it's the Hokage's Anbu, and the Hokage and Naruto were close. They were like fucking grandpa and son. Like to Naruto, the Hokage was a grandpa to him. But before that happened, flashback. Naruto was sitting on a tree, tired and bored of everyone giving him glares, but he didn't know what they meant until he sees a Hyuga. Well, 2 Hyugas. Fuck it. Let's make, at this point, Naruto was 13. Let's make Hinabi. I'm sorry if you guys wanted Hinata, but it's gonna be Hinabi. So he sees a Hyuga walking toward him, and the Hyuga seems nice, cause Naruto, Hinabi, bro, that girl, she finna make me act up, and that's on God, bro. Hinabi looks like a mature girl, and then And Nabi has a basket with her, and Naruto thinks, oh, she's gonna beat me, huh? And then Hanabi just walks towards him and sits next to him. And she says, oh, what are you doing here? And Naruto's like, oh, nothing. You're a Hyuga, right? And Hanabi's like, yeah, you noticed by my eyes, right? And Naruto's like, yeah, they're pretty. And then Hanabi blushes. And then, fuck, I'm fucking retarded. What's her dad's name? Shikaku Fuga? No. Hanabi's dad, the leader, like, they're both sisters, so the leader of the Hyuga walks up, and before Hanabi gave him a bento box, Naruto's like, food? She's like, yeah. And Naruto is like, thank you. And she sees her dad walking in. Her dad walking towards her, and her dad's like, don't you ever speak to that demon ever again, okay, Hanabi? And then Hanabi's like, okay. And back to the real world. Oh my god. So back to the real world. The Anbu takes him, and Naruto was like, okay. So he shows up to the council room. He sees Sasuke in the corner. She's the leader of the Aburame clan, Kiba's clan, Bug clan. My brain doesn't work today, so I forgot all the names of clan. The Hyuga clan and then the rest of the clan. Then the civilian council, Sakura Haruno, fucking other people, fuck all of them, and Danzo. Danzo and Naruto were close. Danzo had a change of heart because Naruto was like a son to Danzo, because Naruto was close and the rest of the Anbu beat him, while Danzo killed some of the Anbu that beat Naruto. So yeah. And then Naruto's like, oh, hey Gigi, hey Danzo. And then the Hyuga leader, I don't know his name, forgot it. He's like, show some respect to the leader of the village, brat. Showing some killing intent, but it doesn't faze Naruto. And then Naruto's like, or what? And then the Hyuga clan leader, Hyuga clan leader, Hiyashi, there you go. Hiyashi says, or kill you. And Naruto disappears and throws a kunai. Well, Naruto's hand disappears and throws a kunai at Hiyashi. Hiyashi doesn't even see it. People thought that Naruto's hand disappeared, but it actually moved that faster than light or sound or air. And then Hiyashi's like, I thought, and then Sakura's mom was like, I thought there was supposed to be no weapons in here. Didn't the Anbu shake you down? And then Naruto's like, yeah, but obviously they're not good at that. So after that, Naruto says, isn't there supposed to be no chakra in here? Or chakra seals placed on people in here, like Hiyashi. And yeah. And then Sasuke just pops out. Okay, let's get to the point. Teach me those two jutsus that you did, Dobby. Oh yeah, and then civilian council says, except the clan leaders, they're just staying quiet because they're like, oh my god, this fucking Uchiha. The civilian council is like, yeah, teach it to the elite Uchiha. And Naruto's like, which one? And then the flashback. Naruto meets his dad, Minato, but he doesn't just brag about how the fourth Hokage is his own dad, so he just talks to him, and then he says that how Madara is your grandpa and Hashirama is your fucking other grandpa. And Naruto's like surprised, but he doesn't show it. Like in his head, he's surprised because he has no emotion. And boom, back to the real world. And then Sasuke says that the majestic destroyer flame, or whatever it's called. And then everyone is surprised, including the Hokage, the civilian council, and other clans. And Shino's dad says, majestic destroyer flame? That jutsu was only. And then Kiba's mom said, that jutsu was only did by. And then she gets cut off by Hiyashi. Madara Uchiha. And then Gigi, the Hokage, says, how did you learn that jutsu, Naruto? Oh, I just went through the Uchiha compound and read some of the books there. It was pretty easy. You just have to remove the seals on them. And that was obviously a lie, because he has a Sharingan. And then Sasuke's like, it's a law. You just broke a law. Take him to jail, Anbu. And the Anbu appears and tries to slice Naruto, but Naruto hits one of the Anbu's pressure point, kicks him into the wall, slices one of the Anbu's heads off, and then grabs his sword and stabs him through the chest and does lightning stream. Well, it's basically like Chidori but through the sword, and then he boom. And then civilian council, including with all the clans, including Gigi, except Danzo is surprised. Everyone else except Danzo is surprised. And then boom. And then Sasuke is like, and Naruto lets out all his killing intent, including with the nine-tailed fox. And the civilian council can feel it too, so they pass out. But everyone else almost passes out. Fuck! Almost passes out. And boom. How long is this video? Gonna make it a little bit short, but including a little bit long. So yeah, I get at least like 40 minutes just to make up for it, for not posting for a week. Then after that, Naruto says, can I leave, Gigi? And the Hokage's just there like sharing Naruto. So he's walking on the streets and he says, Hinabi. Hinabi says, oh, hello, Naruto. Can I meet you tomorrow at the Forest of Death? And Naruto's like, okay. And the next day, Naruto's at the Forest of Death and he sees Hinabi on a tree waiting for him. Oh no. And after that, he sits next to her, and I'll be surprised because she didn't see Naruto. Oh fuck. She's surprised because she didn't see Naruto. And Hanabi has some bento boxes for her and Naruto. And she starts asking Naruto a question, but Naruto only answered 2 of them. And then each day he answers more questions until he actually talks to them. Well, he actually talks to her. And that's my reason has been many. I'm sorry if I'm annoying you guys with it. He actually talks to her. Oh, I just click on it like that. Okay. Yeah, until her dad, Hiyashi, finds out that they're hanging out, and he banishes Hinabi from the Hyuga clan. But he doesn't put the cage bird seal on her. They just banish her. So, next day, Naruto sees Hinabi crying, and he's like, hello, Hinabi, what are you doing? And Hinabi's like, can't you see I'm crying? And then Hinabi realizes that Naruto doesn't know any emotion, so she says, "I'm sorry for being rude." Crying is when people are sad, when something bad happens to them, or when they get banished or hurt, they start crying. And then Naruto's like, "What happened?" And then she explains that her father kicked her out of the Hyuga compound, where they banished her from the Hyuga. And Naruto lets out some killing intent, and she feels it, and she almost passes out. And then, well, almost passes out, no, she passes out. Then she wakes up a couple hours later in a bed that she's never seen before. She hears she turns around like she's gonna hug a pillow, but she hugs Naruto by accident. And Naruto wakes up, and he's like, "Oh, you finally woke up?" And then Nabi starts blushing and backs up. I'm like, "Oh, Naruto, where are we?" And Naruto's like, "Oh, you're in my house. Sorry." And Nabi's like, "Oh, it's okay." And after that, Naruto and Hinabi start dating. Until one day, they're having a makeout session. I do not want to get in detail to that. So let me just explain, because I don't like explaining that. Naruto was on the couch laying down, and Nabi was on top of him just kissing him. That's it. So he hears a knock on the door, like, and flashback. Naruto, when Hinabi woke up, he says, "Oh, do you want me to train you? Keep this a secret from everyone else, but I have the Byakugan." And Hinabi is like completely surprised as she almost passes out. He's like, like that. So Naruto starts training her in the Gale Palm, 8 trigram, 64 palm. She can go to 8 trigrams, 164 palm. So yeah. So they go to the civilian council because there was an ombu at the door. But Naruto says we'll go later. And then Naruto has a little bit of light in his eye, like blueness. And the civilian council is only a couple people there. There's Kakashi, Might Guy, and again they know, but they don't want to explain it. Kakashi, Might Guy, Asuma, not from fucking Sword Art Online, the one from Naruto. She's my waifu. And the rest of the rookie joining. And then Gigi, and then the rest of the civilian council. And then he actually looks at Hinabi, and he smiles at her. And the civilian council says, "Okay, you can start speaking, Hiyashi." And then Hiyashi offers Hinabi a deal. "Come back home and we will treat you with all love, because I see you upgraded your Byakugan, probably stronger than any of the branch and main members, except me, of course." And then flashback is Hiyashi and one of the clan elders. He's like, "Oh, we've been spying on her, and it looks like she has upgraded to 8 trigrams, 164 palm. We should take her back before she gets even more stronger. And then she should take her back before she can get more stronger here." And Hiyashi's like, "That's a great idea." She'll jump at the thought of coming back to the Hyuga clan. That's what Hiyashi thought, back to the real world. And then Hinabi's like, "No, not even." And Hiyashi's like, "What? I am your father, and you better listen to me." And then Naruto steps in, and he shows him the papers that you are not legally her father anymore. Her father is no one because she has no family except me. Yeah, she's like, "What? What papers?" And then he has a flashback of when he signed some papers about Hinabi. And then we'll make this one where Hinata's arrogant as fuck. He's more arrogant than fucking Neji. but she doesn't go rambling about, oh, fate, 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 fate. Oh my god, fate. Oh my god, fate. No, she doesn't do that. She just like fucking is arrogant, thinks she's better than everyone. So yeah. After that, Naruto and Hinabi just walk out, and he actually tries to attack Naruto, but Naruto instantly poofs. They both poof into smoke because they were both shadow clones, and they're still on the couch making out. After that, they both go in bed, and they hear creaks on the floor. After the creaks on the floor, they wake up and set shadow clones all around inside of the bed. And then the two people that were in there attack the shadow clones, and we got the demon brat and the demon whore, and the two just get straightly stabbed in the back, just like thousands of kunai just stabbed into their back. And then the other one just gets hit by a Trigramm's 264 bomb because she has upgraded her Byakugan. And then he dies from lossage of fucking chakra, because now she does the dancing fist. She created a new technique called the dancing fist. The dancing fist is where she activates the Byakugan, hits every pressure point she can, and also drains their chakra at the same time, and also hits chakra points. But it's basically 8 Trigramm's 464 bomb. That's kind of OP. God damn, brother. So after that, he shows up to the Hokage's office and like, oh, what's up, Naruto? Then he sees the two bodies that he's carrying in his hand, and he thinks, damn you, Minato, you left me with my worst enemy, paperwork. And then the Hokage says, Naruto, I am not doing the paperwork. You're gonna do the paperwork for today. And Naruto's like, no, why can't you just make shadow clones and just, while you're in shadow clones, just read some Ichi Ichi Paradise. And Hinabi bonks him on the head and says, or read books. And then they both walk out, explaining everything, of course. And then the Hokage's like, why did I ever think of that? Then he does it. I have lots of chakra, so I can do that. So of course they go back home, and Naruto is tired because he barely got any sleep, but Hinabi got lots of sleep. So Naruto lays down in bed, and he hears like, I'm just kidding now. He hears a knock on his door. He's like, oh my god, whoever's at the door, I swear to god, I'm gonna kill. And then Nabi was just like next to him eating. He's like, don't do that. And Naruto's like, looks at her like, sure. He opens the door, and there's Sasuke. And Sasuke's like, let me in, Dobby. And then Naruto's like, no, I'm not gonna let you in. And Hanabi's like, come on, Naruto, let him in. And then Naruto likes Hanabi, and he's like, sure, come in. And then Naruto lays down on his bed while Hanabi's still eating over there. She finished eating and, like, I guess, puts him in the kitchen. And she sits down on Naruto's bed and says, what do you want, Sasuke? And Naruto says, get out, Sasuke. And Nabi bonks him on the head, says, come on, Naruto, listen what he has to say. He's just gonna ask for me to train him. And Sasuke's like, no, I'm not, Toby. I wanna ask, give me your girlfriend, Toby. And Naruto sits up and kicks Sasuke straight in the stomach. And Sasuke gets knocked out. and then he throws him outside of his house, and Hanabi's like, what? And it was so fast that she can barely see what happened. And then the hospital retrieves it. Then he sees the police guards at his door, and the new police people are the Hyuga clan, the Hyuga bug people and dog people. The Shindu, the three. So he sees he sees a leader. Fuck. He sees one Hyuga, one bug idiot, and one dog bitch. Naruto's like, what do you want? And then they're like, you're going to jail for attacking a hidden lift shinobi, and also you're going to jail for disappointing the hidden council, and also you're going to jail for fucking for being a demon brat. And then they try to take Naruto, but he just walks behind him. Well, he just flash ups behind him, kicks all three of them in the face with lightning speed, and then removes the genjutsu from both of his eyes, and they see a Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan with a Byakugan. Well, not together, but one has a Eternal Mangekyo, and the other one has the Sharingan. And he puts all three of them under the Tsukiyomi, and then they all die. Until the next day, Hanabi was blushing all day. Cause flashback, Naruto was sleeping on the right side of the bed, and the left side is like cornered to a wall, and then the left side's cornered to a wall. Like if you like move over, there's a wall there, and then the right side is like where you get out of bed. And Naruto's sleeping on the right side, and Hanabi tries to get on the left side, and she hops in bed, but not by going like on top of Naruto, like trying to fucking get through him. Until Naruto grabs her, and he was asleep. Naruto grabs her while she was laying down next to him, and she was laying down like the opposite way of him. So boom, and Naruto grabs her breast, and then he slept like that. And Hanabi was blushing all day the other day. So back to the real world. So, and then Naruto asks, "Hey Hanabi, why are you blushing? Why is your face red? Do you have a fever? I'm gonna take you to the hospital." And I'm just like, no, that's okay. I don't have a fever. And then this is gonna be the end of this part because my voice is getting dry. So peace out. Make sure to like, subscribe, and don't be pussies. Peace out.